Welcome to Open Convo. My name is Franklin and I'm here with
Vanessa.
Today we have something very serious to talk
yes.
about. Yes, which is the transport fares. Yes. I think last week it was announced that transport fares are supposed to be reduced by 15%, starting from the 24th of this month, which was last week, Saturday.
Yeah.
So since I don't usually go out during the weekends, I was actually hoping to see how the drivers and the mates will implement the 15% from Monday onwards. But I also learned that some of the drivers during the weekend, they were like, I'm going to start 15% implementing on Monday.
Me, I'm angry at the drivers when the mates, especially. I'm angry at them. Cry. I never knew that they do. They work from weekdays and weekends. They rest like corporate work. I never knew. I was like, I spoke to some of them and they were like, "Oh, weekends. They say sales sika." Oh, you boy, don't do that.
Oh, some omunya sika kakra and no so. Yeah, so I was with the view that with these drivers and mates, the way they implement their percentage is very funny because the instruction was reduce it by 15%. Yeah. And then what I witnessed yesterday was that actually, when I did my calculations at the end of the day, usually I spend 25 cedis in and out on transport when I'm coming to work. Okay. But yesterday, at the end of the day, when I did my calculation, I ended up spending 20 cedis. Meaning, say 5 cedis is free, so.
But 5 cedis is BB.
Yeah, 5 cedis is BB. 5 cedis is something. Yes, but the funny thing is, I used to take 5 cedis, 50 pesos on one of the trips, and then
now they take 5 cedis.
Now they take 5 cedis.
50 pesos. It's 50 pesos, 15% of what you are taking. Like, I don't know why these drivers are doing that. If, let's say, the government has increased the prices of fuel, right? And they say, let's say, they should increase the prices of fares. The next day now, you will see them. They'll print a list and put it in their car.
Yes.
So you can't even argue with them on that. But now that they say we should reduce the prices, people are complaining. We are the same people who voted for change. We said the country is hard. We need someone to come and free us. Now the person has come, the person has brought change. They've reduced fuel prices by 18%. And yesterday I was in a car and then this driver was arguing. See, I suffered though, AJ. I suffered. So take this, picture this, I was sitting at the front and I was sitting in the middle. So in the middle of the driver and then the passenger. So when the man entered, he started arguing with the driver because at first he said he pays 5 cedis and he asked the driver for the new fare and the driver said 5 cedis. Nah.
One so.
And a papa driver, so I'm in the middle and they are just fighting over my head. Like I was just tired of it. And the driver was saying that when him say fuel prices now, Monka said, Yatiso, when him say Yatiso. And I was like, say Yatiso 18%. Yeah. And he said, and drew I said 2 cedis or said and drew 5 cedis or something like that. But when I got down, I was asking myself, say Yatiso for 2 cedis cry, and that's a buying cities. So what will say 50 pesos cry? Like say Ubetiso 50 pesos. It's good. Yeah. Because you still get 1 cedi 50 pesos. So what's the fuss about? Some people are complaining they buy spare parts. Yeah. They be an auto spare parts. No, I'm very emotional about this thing. No.
Yeah, but the truth is, most of the cars on the roads are not like they are not good cars. Like they are not you can't say road worthy cars.
Old age cars.
Yes, cars now, like the cars are aged, so small time it has to go to the workshop or something. And I learned during the weekend, there was this driver who was arguing with the passengers so much that he had to return.
Then back to circle. That driver,
but at the end of the day, hasn't he still wasted fuel?
So guys, I'm in circle right now. And the car loaded us, and the car has come back to the station because we are refusing to pay the actual money he asked us to pay. The government said 50%. He's saying that he's not going to take that 50% from the money. And now we are on our way. He has brought us back to the station that we should get down.
He's the one that's lost.
Yes.
Like he should have just sent them 50%. These drivers are saying that, one person was like, 50%, then a bayem. But that's the same 50% you don't want to reduce.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if enya oshia, then so
yeah.
Yeah, who say enya oshia inti enfa
That to firm one come to me. Asi asembe no. I dey make you focus.
Once in the challenge.
Yesterday when I was going home, I was in the car, and then it's usually 6 cedis, 50 pesos.
Yeah.
So since in the morning I took a fare which was 5 cedis, 50 pesos, and the mates only deducted 50 pesos. I was thinking this one to 50 pesos spend on buy free. So I made my 6 cedis ready. Me there. My team is 15% there. And so I was having 6 cedis. And the passengers in the car were asking the mate, driver is saying, the driver was like Nibwe for person bekasa.
Don't mind you.
Yeah, they did it like driver is saying, no person bekasa. Driver is saying, no. I was like, 5 cedis, 50 pesos. I said, we 1 CD free. So I started calculating again. So 6 cedis, 50 pesos. This one reduced it by 1 CD, which is fine. But why is it that the first one that I took, which was 5 CDs, 50 pesos, or 50 pesos is free? So it's like everybody is taking his or her own percentage.
No, I think it's the calculation. We have to get the calculation right. If they say 15% of what we are paying now. Let's say if we are paying 100 cedis, right? 15% of 100 cedis. Let's say 15 cedis. So they will have to subtract 15 cedis from 100 cedis. That's 85 cedis. So if at first we were paying 100 cedis, now we have to pay 85 cedis, right? So it would differ from when you are paying 5 cedis
and 4 cedis. Yeah.
So the price ranges. So let's say if you are paying 10 cedis, it would reduce by maybe 1 cedi or something.
Yeah.
If you are paying 5 cedis. So let's say I'm paying 3 cedis. And they don't want to reduce it because see 3 cedis. So what's it so? Me now giving the 2 cedis 50% to the mate. I am me but I say 3 cedis is so better so. Better so 50% no yame.
Even the taxi drivers they've not reduced it.
Oh, but some of them
have reduced
yesterday
it.
I was going to school and like they reduced the price for me from Circle to Osu.
They reduced it?
Yeah, by 1 cedi.
But then that's fine. Some of the drivers are trying. Like
some of them are doing.
Some of them. And today when I was picking car coming, the driver was like, "Sir, fair no matters, no she ashiming the pan when my mom is so from serious."
But you know that they are going to demonstrate.
The drivers.
Yes. So the driver passed the statements in the car. The one that was arguing with he said something that Thursday, mobile huye was streets so pan. Thursday, na say ye juma mobile huye was streets. So I was like, are they going to demonstrate on this matter? I want to understand the drivers from their point of view. Do you understand? It's true. On my but now they have decreased the prices of things. Dollar now from that means I was so kind for they have to reduce their prices. So all these things, Nina, Ebema wants to sika obe say on certain things will come down. So I want to understand them from their point of view, but
it's
drivers
very difficult.
And I was so kind for some patch almost monte so my why monte so said that drivers no mbenya a comfort kakra because we are all suffering.
Yeah, we are all suffering.
Yes,
and I feel it shouldn't end with just the drivers, food sellers,
cake sellers.
Yes,
fish 5 cedis.
So everything should be reduced if things are actually reducing. But I want to raise an argument that why is it that Ghanaians always want to be pressured, like be beyond per se use force, If the fares if petrol is increased, sometimes they don't even wait for GPRTU or the government to come and say that they should increase the prices. Then no, omanka some of them pay increase prices no.
Yes.
But why is that when we are like so by 15%, then
Yeah, complain.
and today there was a man beside me and he was arguing with the driver. Gidi said, 50%, and then 15%, no. Mama says, calculations says. I said in Ghana here.
It's like we don't all want to reason logically.
Yes.
We all want to, the woman that was sitting at the back of the drive, she was like, hey, mama, I mine area is 50% now mates the budget and the bay more than 50% baby. This is the time where we have to make changes. Do you understand? If the government say reduce it. You don't have to make soldiers come and stand by.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Where the soldiers have to ask the passengers that drive and what is one.
Yeah, by force. I'm per force.
Why? We should just be logical enough. Yes, it is so. No, what is so. Yes, it moon to mu. We are the ones that voted for change. So please,
Change has come.
Change has come. So please, you to change. Why?
Truck drivers and circle people, I mean, those who swap phones, their maths are very different.
They went to a different school.
They went to a different mathematics school because, Charlie, the kind of percentages and the kind of pricing that they'll give you and circle people, if you are going to swap phone, Charlie, stop it.
Sir, I never do.
So, yes, on this issue with the drivers, I think yesterday and today. So today, when I was coming to work, I was actually wanted to see if the fare that I paid yesterday will be the same fare that I paid today, and it was actually the same. I'm to by 1 CD and we also had to by 50 pesos. I hope other places too they've reduced.
They'll just go with the flow.
They'll just go with the flow, yes. And they should. I'm on buying because at the end of the day, if you don't, because we don't have any other option.
Oh, but you better scarcity. You better your car.
You better
your car.
And so when things reduce and the car prices also reduce, we also get money so that we can also get our own, Yes. So yeah, that is how we'll end today's episode of Open Convo. We are pleading with the mates and the drivers to reduce their fares. Yeah. Now change your back, so they should also help us Ghanaians. Yeah. All right.
So this is Open Convo. My name is Vanessa and I was here with
Franklin.
So we'll bring you updates concerning this issue. It's very crucial. Yes. So we'll come back again. Okay. Bye-bye.